Reactor online, sensors online, weapons systems online, all systems nominal.
Hello, once again, welcome to another episode of the Amazing Life Show. It's a wonderful Saturday here in Singapore, but for some of you guys watching from home right now, it is definitely Friday, and maybe crossing over to Saturday morning, especially for my guest today, who is from all the way from Mexico. So it's crazy timing, I know, for some of you guys out there. I'm really sorry about that. It's just the way the planet is built. We are on opposite sides of the planet, but you know, through the wonders of technology, here we are able to connect with one another. So anyway, today we're glad to see some of you guys streaming in right now. If you can, do share and spread the word with your friends that we are now live with the Amazing Live Show, and we're gonna have Mario OM joining us all the way from Mexico as well. Hello to Focal Fox, how's it going? Let me know where you're from as well, so at least I know where you guys are watching this from as well. I'd love to know where you're from. All right, don't worry, I won't be hunting you or stalking you. It's just that I just want to know where you guys are from and say hi to you guys and give you guys a shout out on screen. At the same time, also let everyone know that there's gonna be a very special giveaway this evening. That's right, for some of you guys it's the morning. It's gonna be like a nice breakfast cereal kind of surprise, right? So watching this episode, by the end of the episode, you will be entitled to be a participant for a giveaway. Sound is a little bit crappy. You're from Germany. Is it very soft? Because apparently there's an update with Windows and it kind of screwed up my sound. So if audio is very bad, let me know. I'll try to fix it. Okay. Focal, is it because of connectivity? You're from Germany. Hi, nice to see you. Guten Tag, I think. It's morning right now in Germany, I think. 6 hours. No, wait. Crossing over to the afternoon. Yep. Oh wait, no, 11 a.m. I think it's 11 a.m. right now. I'm not very good with time zones. I try my best. But anyway, good to have you guys here as well. Just gonna give you guys a little bit of shout out to my own social media channels. Here is my socials. Alright, so I'm gonna draw you guys over to this screen for a while. This is my website, so if you guys want, you can check it out. Right, take a look at my website, what I have in store for you guys. This is also where you can see my portfolio and my very much non-updated blog. So I do intend to do my blog up again soon enough. I'll try to get it up and running soon. It's just that I haven't had the time to do so, but yeah, I'll work on that. Don't worry. Okay. Then of course, this is my Facebook page. So anytime I have a new update with regards to the Amazing Life Show, or I have my works shared, I'll post them up on my Facebook page as well. Now, of course, for those of you guys who've been watching the Amazing Life Show or have been keeping up with the Amazing Life Show, you probably know that I put up my events pages here. So you can see today is Mario OM, and on Tuesday we're gonna have Lilian Yu. More on that later on. Occasionally I'll post out links to articles that you might find interesting as well. Okay, and hopefully there's something they can learn from as well. So this is also my Twitter account. If you guys want to keep in touch with me directly, this is where you can actually reach out to me. I do post articles, I do retweets for articles as well. From time to time, I do share some fun stuff, polls on photography related matters and things like that. Alright, and of course, this is my YouTube channel. Some of you guys may have missed the previous episodes of the Amazing Life Show, so this is where you can watch them. Or if you're interested to see some of my behind the scenes, behind some of my photo shoots, you can watch them here as well. Okay, so I've put up the link here, thanks to Friday. This is my Instagram. Alright, so who doesn't have Instagram these days, right? Okay, so if you guys want, you can actually follow through follow my Instagram account. So we can be in touch. Yeah, I respond to DMs quite regularly these days. I try my best. Okay, no promises though. So if you guys want to check out some of my previous works as well, you can watch here. Look through my account here as well. And of course, let me mute this. Okay, this is my Twitch channel. So you can check out more information about what the show is all about here as well. I will really appreciate it if you thank you Focal Fox for the follow. I really appreciate it if you guys hit the follow button or subscribe button on the top right hand of your screen right now to show your support for this channel. Now this Amazing Life Show, of course, it's a personal project of mine. I started in March 2020 because of the pandemic. The idea is basically to connect with other photographers from all over the world and get in touch with everyone, and hopefully you'll be able to hear better this time. Hold on, let me just adjust the microphone again. Testing 1 2 3. Is this better? Nope. Is this better now? Voice is with a hole. I don't quite understand, Focal Fox. I'm sorry. Let me just try to fix the audio. Those of you guys who are watching right now, let me know if the voice is like a robot. Oh, that's strange. That's very, very strange. Let me just check. Sometimes it's weird. Testing 1 2 3. Is this better? I've set gain to max. No? Could you refresh your screen? Maybe it'll be better if you refresh your screen. Sounds great to you? Okay. Focal Fox, maybe you want to refresh your screen. Maybe it'll be better. Dede, is it loud and clear? Can you hear me loud and clear? Because I can't tell from your end. Sometimes it's like that. Perfect. Okay, great. Focal Fox, maybe you can refresh your screen. It could be your end. Could be connection issues, maybe. Alright, so if you can, just refresh your screen, and don't worry, I'll still be here. So as I was saying, the Amazing Life Show was already started in March 2020 as part of the plan that I have to keep in touch with photographers all over the world. At the same time, also, to be honest, I actually want to do like a online webinar kind of thing with regards to Capture One, because I love Capture One. I just want to share with you guys how wonderful the software is. But because over time, I just realized that there are more people who like to keep in touch with others during their own lockdowns in their own various states and countries. So I thought maybe I'll just start inviting guest speakers onto the show, and let's have a little chat and figure out more about their style of photography or what they do for a living. Some of them are digital artists, some of them are programmers, some of them are videographers, some of them are cinematographers. So we have very, very different genres of the medium being shared on this platform, and I think it's great to have everyone come on board and be in touch with one another. And of course, some people are here because they just want to hang out with the rest of us. It's human nature, because of the pandemic, everyone's on lockdown. We just don't want to be alone, and this is what the Amazing Life Show is all about. All right. So, and of course, during the course of the pandemic, I've also been reaching out to some fellow artists, and I've been talking to them about how we can support each other. And that's when I decided to come up with this Support a Creator campaign program, where I give a shout out to some creatives or digital artists or even fellow photographers or videographers or any other form of creatives. Just lay down out there, share their works and their portfolios, so that in hopes whoever's watching right now or whoever is able to tune in the VOD or the VODs, they'll be able to reach out to them and hire them for work. Okay, so for this week we actually have let me just put it up. Okay, we have let me see if I get the name right. Raymond Apuada. Okay, Raymond Apuada is actually an illustrator and traditional animator. So he's got about 19 years of experience working in this line, and he has spent more than 25 years, 19 years as a traditional animation animator. Okay, and more than 25 years as an illustrator. So he actually has shared with me his portfolio. You can check out his portfolio as well. And he's got character designs. He does commission work as well. So he's got very interesting lineup, from fairy tale style to modern style to cyberpunk style to I think fantasy as well. Some characters that remind you of Disney as well, so you can check it out. He also has got his let me see, logo and design. So if you guys are into advertising and marketing, this could be something that you might be looking into. He has designed some commission work for I think lightsaber manufacturers, I think, custom ones, I think, within the cosplay community, if I'm not wrong. He also does animal drawings. Okay, and I recall there's one that I particularly like. That where was it? Oh, there we go. Look at how majestic this tiger is. I really love it. He does commission illustrations as well, so let's just take a look at that tab as well. So one of the things I really love about him, of course, is because he's a Star Wars fan as well. Okay, so check out his Star Wars works. There's one particular one that I really fancy. It shows a family, if I'm not wrong. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. So this family actually commissioned him to come up with like a Star Wars kind of caricature of the entire family. So I think it's really cool. I'm not sure who David is in their family, but yeah, I think it's really cool overall. So I'm just going to share the link in the chat window. There we go. Okay, so you guys can check it out as well. Now, of course, as I previously shared with you guys, this channel is fully funded by myself. It's a personal project of mine. If you guys want to show support for this channel, you can actually head over to these donation points. You can use your camera phone to hit the QR code scan, and then after that, head over to the Razor Tip stream, and this is where you can have access to show support for the stream by buying Razor shots for me. And of course, if you do not want to, you can always hit the follow and subscribe button. I'm more than happy if you do that as well. Now, if you actually show support for the channel through Razor Tip stream, what you can actually receive on your end is this thing called Razor Silver. Now, if you accumulate them over time, you can actually redeem them on the in the Razor store. Okay, you can actually get all this wonderful loot, from games to downloadable DLCs, and what's the best part? You can actually redeem all this wonderful gear as well by Razer. So you're talking about keyboards, headsets, mice, even lifestyle products, like for example this thing here. This is my bottle. It's empty. I forgot to refill it. This is the hydrator. It's really awesome. It's metallic. Love it. Very sleek design. Really awesome. Okay, so anyway, today we're gonna have a very wonderful guest, and he, like I said, all the way from Mexico. Do we have Mario, who is now, if I'm not wrong, suffering from lack of sleep. It's I think about 4:16 a.m. right now in Mexico. Mario is a proudly Mexican multidisciplinary artist and geek who loves to learn new ways to materialize his imagination. An artist who finds pleasure by playing with knowledge. He was one of the first Latin American artists to appear at the Adobe.com site because of his talent. For a full year, Adobe licensed his art to be used for advertising Photoshop. So this is a big surprise for me, because for all you know, all that time when you load up Photoshop, all the time you see Adobe.com's website, you might actually see his works, but you just don't realize it. So we're going to talk about that with him later on. Okay, but now I just want to show you guys a little bit of his handiwork in a short montage trailer which I've made for this show. Okay, so stand by. here we have Mario in the house. How's it going, Mario? Oh, let me just get you to unmute yourself again.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
There
I
we
was
go.
muted.
How's it going, man? How's it going?
Good, and you, man, how are you?
Doing great, doing great. I think for me, it's towards the tail end of the day right now, and on a Saturday evening. For you, it's just the beginning of the Saturday.
Dude, for me, it's like I feel like I'm dreaming.
You're dreaming. Do you feel that floating
Yeah.
sensation because of the lack of sleep?
Yeah, I know because I'm used to, I'm used to be awake until late,
Right.
but I tried to sleep a few hours, and I think that was worst.
Oh dear, dear. I'm so sorry about that.
Nah, no problem. I like it, man.
Yesterday I saw your message. You were saying that you're trying to get some hours of sleep in, and I was like, oh no. I hope you managed to get some
No,
rest.
it was a bad idea. It was a bad idea, man.
We got some fans of yours joining in the chat. We have Day Day, who just went, Mario, hey bro.
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
how you doing?
It's so awesome to see
Bro,
familiar faces.
he's right now in Las Vegas.
Yep. Las Vegas.
I don't know what time is.
I think it's
What
3
time is
a.m.
it in Las Vegas right now?
I think it's 3 a.m. there, I think, if I'm not wrong. And we
Wow,
got
man,
Focal
it's
Fox as
amazing
well.
that he's awake, bro. It's so cool that you're awake.
Yeah. Oh, it's 2 a.m. He says it's 2 a.m. right now in Las Vegas.
That is not early, bro. That is sexually.
We also have
That is
Focal Fox.
sexually.
Yep. We also
Yeah.
got Focal Fox from Germany as well, who's watching in right now. We got a few others
Nice.
also.
How you doing, man?
Yeah. So awesome.
Good.
So anyway, before we proceed the show further, we do have a surprise for those watching today. You're kind enough to actually have a giveaway at the end of the show, and
Yes.
you yourself are going to are going to choose the winner, and I'm just gonna be there. So you're gonna choose the winner from the chat. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna add an additional twist, because I want people to participate in the stream. So those of you
Yes,
guys watching
totally.
right now, you gotta be active in the chat. You gotta talk. You gotta ask questions. Only then will you be entitled to participate in this giveaway. And the giveaway prize is,
Totally, man.
what was the giveaway prize again for today?
We're gonna give away one license for Lyric, and you can install Lyric in 2 computers.
That's right, and it's gonna be worth USD $119. That's a hefty price tag.
Exactly.
Right there. And it's gonna be really awesome. And you know what? Those of you guys who have not tried on it yet, you should, but do that after the stream because really it's awesome. I love it. Okay. So anyway, Mario.
Thanks, man.
Let's find out a little bit more about yourself. Tell us more about yourself. How would you describe yourself?
Oh man, I'm a weird person. And I love to be weird, you know. I am. I used to be like, I said till refer myself to like a photographer or digital artist, but today I feel like I do a lot of things that I can't just say that I'm just a photographer or just a digital artist. So I like to refer myself like an artist who loves to learn new things, to new tools, you know.
Yep.
Because I'm constantly learning new tools, and for example, it's a very weird twist that an artist goes and learn programming. You know, it's like something really opposite. Like I'm
Mario,
used to
sorry.
be like very chaotic.
Mario, we lost your visuals. Your camera
Visuals,
just-
you really?
Yeah,
Wait
your
a
camera went
second.
all black.
Wait a second.
There we
wait a
go.
second.
We're back. I see you now.
Oh, wait a second.
Sure. Oh, I thought you turned off the lights for a while just now. Dede, you took a quick nap. Nice. Welcome back to the world living. Okay.
Nice.
Welcome back. All right.
Okay,
So,
I'm
sorry, you were
back
saying?
now. I was still in the okay. What? Where I was?
You were talking about how you're an artist who wants to learn new things. Instead of just being classified as a photographer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't classify like I said, like just a photographer, but it's pretty weird because I used to be very chaotic in my work, you know, like nothing planned, not any structure or something like that. And now with the programming side, I have to be very, very neat, have to be very structured. so I have to think like logically, not in a chaotic way. So it's pretty weird for me sometimes, but I love it because I can mix the two parts of the brain
Yeah.
with that, and it's pretty cool, man. It's sometimes it's really tough for me because I was not used to maths, and nowadays I love the way vectors works. To dude, it's so amazing what you can do with vectors, what you can do with math, and once you understand that, dude, you can control everything on the computer,
Wow.
everything. So
Wow.
it's amazing, man.
Yeah, you're talking to someone who's like struggling how to use HTML. So whatever you're sharing right now, I hope to achieve one day as well, because I think programming is something that is, or coding in general, is something that is up and coming, especially during these interesting times where people are looking to explore new ways of automation, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, totally, man. And I think we as an artist,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty important that we learn this kind of tools. I know it is not easy at the beginning. It's pretty difficult because you can. I know, as I told you, you have to make your mind used to think in different ways. So it's not easy at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but if you like it very much, you will cross that wall.
Yep.
So yeah, you have to be very passionate because you're gonna go through walls every day, and you don't know how much time I got frustrated with this, but as I really like it, I know how it works when you find the solution. It's like a shot of dopamine, like
Yeah.
so it's pretty cool, man.
Awesome, awesome. And just out of curiosity, because you did share that you're a photographer, you're a digital artist as well, and now you're a programmer, you're like a hybrid of all three. How long have you been doing photography?
Photography for almost 10 years. Well, for almost 10 years, yeah. Right now I'm 30,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been doing since I was 20, I think 19, 20. Yeah, when I was 19, yeah.
And how do you start?
Well, I did the career of animation, digital arts, and multimedia in the university, and we had a class with a professor. We had a professor, and actually, he's my friend now. His name is Ruben Oroz. He's a really good teacher, and he used to teach us video editing
Mm-hmm.
in Premiere, and that's where when I discovered video editing, I really love it, man. And we had two classes about photography. He told us like we should bring our cameras because the photography teacher was going to teach us for two classes how to use the camera, how to use the exposure, the shutter speed, the the aperture, and all the settings in the camera. So we had to make some homework for that, and with that homework, I was really amazed about how you could use a camera to control the light, to control the composition, to tell stories.
Yep.
So, dude, I was really amazed about that, and I loved it, and I couldn't stop there. So I was like, "Pff, I have to know more about this."
Mm.
So I have always been like very self-taught
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know, man. I love to learn things fast, like bah, 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 bah,
That's
bah, you
awesome.
know.
So every time someone
Um,
gives you something new, you just want to try to figure out more about how it works, and you think around. Are you the sort who
yeah,
actually
man.
take things apart to figure out how it works?
Yeah, totally. Every
Awesome.
every time, exactly like that, bro. Every time that I see something that I like, I have to know how it works. I
Awesome. Awesome.
have to know how it works. I have to defragment it. I have to decompose it and find all the ways that make it happen.
Yep. Yep.
It's something that helps me a lot with programming as well.
And
Yeah, totally.
when you first started out photography, what camera do you begin with?
Oh man, it was a Canon T3i.
Oh wow.
Do you know that camera? Of course, you know it.
Yeah.
A lot of people have that camera at the beginning, and it was my camera for a long time. And actually, most of my pictures most of the images that I have in my portfolio are made with that camera.
Oh wow.
There's a funny story, man.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw in my website on Behance
Yeah.
a project of about Palmolive.
Do you want to share it on screen so people can see?
Yeah.
I
Let,
think
let,
it'll
let
be
me
quite
share the
interesting.
screen with us. Wait a second.
Rebel T3i, if I'm not wrong, in Singapore it's called something else. I think if I'm not wrong, it's called a 300D. If I'm not wrong, they have because we are in the Asian market, it's two different markets, but it's just the same camera. It's just remodeled or rather rebranded in terms of the modeling name.
Yeah, totally, man. I think it's the same. I think it's the same.
Yep.
Let me see. Okay, let me share the screen.
Yep.
Da-da-da-da.
It's always good to see or go back down memory lane and see your first shots.
Yeah. So this project was made actually with the Canon T3i,
Wow.
and it's pretty funny because by that time I had already a full frame. I had already a full frame and better lenses, So it was very sorry by the word, but it was very stupid to use a lower camera, for this kind of work, because this was one of the biggest projects that I did in my life. So I don't know, did I tell you, but I used to live in the do you know Playa del Carmen?
No, not very familiar.
Okay,
Sorry.
Playa del Carmen, it's a very touristic place here in Mexico. Have you heard about Cancun?
Oh yes.
Okay, so it's close
Somewhere
to
nearby.
Cancun. It's in the same state,
Same region. Yeah.
and it's a pretty cool place. It's amazing, and a lot of people go there whenever they don't know what to do with their lives. So that was in a time that I didn't knew what I want to do in my life, and I was doing a lot of stuff. And when I was living there, I was already uploading my work in Behance, and I got an inbox from a client from an agency from Mexico City that they wanted to work on this project. So
Right.
we were going to compete with two other agencies for this project, and we have to make some sketches for this so we can get the project.
Yep.
So once we got the project, we started, and the funny thing is that I had to do this project by my own alone, and with just everything that I want that I have in the hand in my hand in the hand. It's like I only have one softbox.
Yep.
And just two pair of lenses, and only one lens works in one camera and the other lenses only work in the other camera. So I was very limited by that time.
Yep.
So I had to, for example, let me show. This is the final image. Oops, this is final image. Okay, this is a composite of very a few elements. So every of these elements is separated from each one, and I put it together in Photoshop.
Right.
So if you see here, you can see I don't know why the watermark is so big. When you start, you want to protect all your work.
Oh, yeah.
And that stuff, like, oh, this is me, fuck you.
Oh my gosh, this is just like me back then. So I just put watermark across the entire image.
Yeah, totally. It's like, where is the image? I only see the watermark. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, everyone that starts do the same. So it's funny to see this. And this image, if you see, it's a toothpick, and I put a blueberry on it. So what I have to do is I needed to have a shot of actually the fruit. It is called acai.
Yeah.
The original fruit is acai. It is a fruit from Brazil, and it's very unlike the blueberry. So it was pretty funny because with the sketch I have to use stock images, and At the first, I didn't like the product. I didn't like the outcome. And when I delivered that to the client, the client was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool, but it's cool, but you can do it better, right?" And I was like, "Fuck, man, he discovered me." So I have to work more on that, and I spent like 1 or 2 weeks, something like that, thinking that I was not worth for the project. It's like um, I wasn't enough for the project. I felt like what I'm doing,
It was a
I'm
setback.
not good enough for this project. I'm not in the size of this artist. What I'm doing, blah blah blah. So I was very negative by that time, and I spent 1 or 2 weeks for that. And after that, I asked the client, dude. I didn't tell them, dude, right? But I tell them like, hey, why did you hire me? I want to know, why did you hire me? Because I wanted to know why me, why they pick me from all over the artists that exist. So they showed me three some pictures. Let me show you which ones.
Yep.
Where is the project? He showed me. Yes, this. He showed me these pictures because he liked it. What he liked about these pictures was the contrast and the stuff. So when he showed me that, I tried to analyze that, and I was like, this is not about the contrast, but for myself, this is not about the contrast, the color, and that stuff. This is about what the image mean to me, to myself. And I started analyzing that, and I was like, why? When did I did these images? I did these images for myself, for fun.
Yep.
One night when I was playing around with Photoshop, I did these images. So I understand that they hired me not to do great images, but to create things the same way that I create for myself. Because when you try to create to someone else, to make to come to please someone else, if you create in a way to please someone else, you will high a high percentage that you will fail. Because, man, when you work for yourself, it always helps to the works always, it's very useful for yourself and for others. I don't know if you understand that part, how I want to say it, but it's pretty important that whenever everyone create for yourself. If you, for example, you create for others, you are achieving just value. You are just seeking for validation from others and not from yourself. If you believe in yourself and you do it for fun and that stuff, the magic will happen.
Agreeable.
So I think we shouldn't create for others. Nowadays with the social media, man, I'm pretty intoxicated about that, because every time that I create something, I'm just thinking about what the fuck I'm gonna what I'm going to write in the post so people like the picture, and they were like, oh, this is not good for the people won't like this, and man, that kind of thought really stopped me to create. So it's a very, I don't know, it's something that happens to me that gets me like art block.
And
But
I
I
think,
try to fight against that a lot of
yeah.
times.
And I completely agree with the fact that at the end of the day, when you do it for your passion for yourself, you can how to say you're not limited by boundaries set by what you think the client would want or what other people want. So you actually are free to roam with your ideas, and this shows in
Exactly.
your own personal portfolio. You otherwise you're being held back by expectations and, like you said, validation by other people, whether they like your works or not. You start to self-doubt, and that is a very interesting point, especially for creatives, because one of the key things of one of the key disappointments that we can have as a creative is to have that negative thoughts, and we start to tell ourselves, this work sucks, we shouldn't put this up. and this is where we start to fail even before we start. And I love that quote from you just now. That was amazing. And I think Yon ZZZ just corrected me rather. The Rebel T3i is actually known as 600D here in our market. It's Canon 600D. Yeah, it's
Okay,
awesome.
okay.
Yep, and Photo Fox
Nice.
says he loves your shots of the leaves just now with the glowing effect, and you know it's quite interesting how your client wanted the same feel from what you're showing here right now with all the glowing objects, and yet you know they wanted to have that translated into acai. So did you revisit the idea with your own personal take on the acai, or was it another reshoot altogether that the client eventually approved?
No, actually, because after those 2 weeks that I spent after sending the first sketch, I didn't like it because the sketch was made with stock pictures, so it wasn't made with 100 my work, you know. So I didn't feel that it was mine, and I didn't feel that inspired. And it was it's something that I fight a lot as well. I sometimes I cannot enjoy too much things because I feel I didn't do them like 100%. I don't know. I have to work on that because there are pretty cool stock out there, and sometimes I take years to create an image because I want to create it from zero, you know.
Perfectly.
So
0 to
yeah,
100%
but
perfection.
yeah, totally, man,
Totally.
totally.
Awesome.
So,
And
but yeah.
sorry, and how did this translate to you eventually becoming a digital artist? I mean, you started as a photographer first, and then you became a digital artist. How did that transition happen?
Because when I was younger, actually, I found Photoshop before photography.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, totally. So when I was younger, I I used to use Photoshop, and I don't know if you remember the first days that came with Photoshop, and there was a lot of tutorials before YouTube and that stuff.
Yep.
There was this kind of Abducido. Did you not remember Abducido?
Very vaguely. I think that was still during the time of the forums.
Yeah, man.
It was
Abducido
so long
had
ago.
a really cool website that he had a lot of tutorials and articles about Photoshop and that stuff.
Yep.
And I found really cool tutorials there about how to make things glow as well. And I loved it. I loved it. I remember the first tutorial that I did. It was how to make icy text or fiery text. I remember one of my best friends, Julian. He told me he showed me how to make this stuff, and that was I think why I started to be self-taught as well, because I found that you can find everything that you want to learn in internet. Nowadays, bro, today
Yep.
you can learn everything, and for free, man. For
That's right.
free, there's a lot of YouTube tutorials. Actually, there's an overwhelming of information in YouTube. So yeah, man, I started with that and I loved it, and I started to use Photoshop. And when I started mixing with my photography, I was
Blown away.
I don't know, man. I felt really good. I loved it. I loved it a lot. So it was pretty cool for me to find that kind of stuff, man,
Yep.
you know?
Do you have your
Be-
earlier work still with you, where you first started out with mixing your photography with digital art on your Behance still?
How was that again?
Do you still have your very first few works where you combine Photoshop and
Yeah,
digital art?
totally.
Awesome.
Let me show you. Let me see if I can find some. Wait a second. I'm gonna stop sharing a little bit.
Sure. This is very exciting to see your origin
Man,
story.
you're gonna see the first works in Photoshop that I did.
Awesome, awesome.
This is so cool, man.
Wow, Matt Hickey, thank you for joining us this evening. Or
Hello,
morning
Matt
for you.
Nicky. How are you?
Yeah. So Matt, I
Where
think
are you
it's-
from?
Yeah, Matt, where are you from, man? I think he's from the same. Yeah, he's from the photography community on Twitch stream that we just started a couple of days ago. I've
Oh,
seen him around.
nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, so Twitch right now we are actually starting this category, not category, a kind of like a community of photographers and designers as well. Oh, you're from
So
Australia?
cool.
Oh yeah, that's right. I just had a chat with you this morning. Oh, that was like a lifetime ago. So if you just joined us, thank you for joining us. We actually have Mario all the way from Mexico in the studio right now. You can see his guitar here right now. He's trying to get his stuff out because he's going to show us some of his earlier works as well. And if you stick around for the rest of the episode, we'll probably gonna enjoy something real soon. Okay, Mario's gonna give away one of his license keys for his plugin, the Honoric plugin, which is really awesome for generating glows in your Photoshop files. Yep.
Oh man, I have my portfolio from years ago. This is gonna be amazing.
Okay, let's take a look. It's probably full of cobwebs right now.
Okay. Oh, I have a really actually I have really cool things here. Let me share the screen.
Sure,
Wait a
sure.
second. The vendors.
There you go. Dede says he's loving it so
Yeah.
far. Awesome, thank you for the support. And Matt
Thanks,
says very
man.
nice, very nice. Thank you.
Logos. Wow, and okay, let me show you.
He's probably got a whole list of them to show. It's like opening a Christmas present.
Look at this. Okay, share. Okay, you see it now?
Oh yeah, I can see the folders.
Okay. I have a lot of stuff here, matte paintings, logo types,
Uh-huh.
Photoshop. So this was my first pictures. What is
Wow.
it? Wow, this was look where are they? This man was one of my first pictures. Let me show you.
I love how you've got all the vignettes and all that. Everybody's
Oh,
talking about
they
vignettes.
what?
All your vignettes in your works. Everybody
Yeah,
starts with
man.
vignettes.
Yeah, totally, man.
Yep.
I don't know why the hard drive is so slow, man.
It's alright, no
It
worries.
is so old hard drive. So old.
How
It is
long
not
ago was
responding.
this?
Huh?
How long ago was this?
Man, it was like 13 years. No, like 12 years, 10 years or something like that.
And I think that's the beauty of photography, isn't it? Regardless of how much time has spent since, these images are immortalized forever.
Yeah, man, and it's amazing to see your work at the first, like the first works, because you can see how much you have advanced yourself. If you compare yourself from your past yourself, it's so cool.
Oh yes.
So yeah, I loved a lot of the details and a lot of Photoshop on them. Oh, this is my dog.
Oh, that's nice.
She's now in the heaven, but she was really cool dog. Her name is Matilda.
Matilda.
But you can see now my sign. My logotype was really big. Like.
Oh yeah, we all started like that. At least
Yeah,
you've improved
man.
from across the entire image. Now it's like a small one in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. Like we have level up here.
Yeah, level up. Those of you watching right now, have you guys started out with all your watermarks splashed across the entire image? If you have, do share with us in the chat window so we all have a good laugh together.
Man, I had years without looking at these pictures. Man, I love this so
I
much.
can see that
This
you
is
actually went out with a camera most of the time and just shot wherever you see.
Totally, man. I don't know why. Well, I know why. I know why today I don't do it anymore, because I'm so perfectionist, and I know I can do it better. That I don't want just do it for do it. It's like I really, man, I miss just bring my camera everywhere and took whatever I see of pictures. Because I enjoy that a lot. But today I'm really tough with myself.
Yeah.
That I don't let myself to do it just for fun, and that sucks, man.
So you feel that it's a bad thing that you're not allowing yourself to have fun with photography anymore, rather than you see it as a means
Yeah,
to
totally.
an end, like a work.
Totally, man, because everything started like this way. All the creative stuff comes from this, comes from having fun,
Yeah.
comes from just doing it for fun and not doing it for others, not doing it to have it exposed on Behance or have comments about people or some Facebook group or something like that.
Yep. Yep.
Everything comes from having fun with it. So yeah, I have to go back to my roots.
Yeah, I think a lot of us can resonate with that feeling. Even for myself, these days sometimes, to be honest, a lot of people don't realize this, but um, I haven't been shooting much either. Instead, I've been like focusing too much on work rather than going out there and picking up the camera. My camera's been in my dry box since the start of the pandemic. I haven't really gone out to shoot anything. Not just because
Totally.
of the pandemic, but it's just because like what you shared just now. This is work. It's not fun anymore. But I guess it's a good thing to break away from that and re-establish the fun in photography again.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally.
That's right.
We grow up and I don't know, man. We have to be kids always. We
Oh
have to
yeah.
become kids, bro. I will never grow up, of course, but I will be a kid always.
Oh yeah. Same here.
But
Same here.
yeah, man. But we have to go again to the basics, man.
Yep.
I
And
think if you, yeah,
sorry. You were saying?
yeah, I think is there's a really good saying that I love. That is, I don't know, it was Picasso or Da Vinci that say that. It was about that if you wanna recover your creativity, you have to be you to think like kid again.
Hmm.
You know.
I can't remember which artist said that, but it sounds very familiar.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember who said that,
Are these
but
your first Photoshop works?
yeah, man, I really love like putting some text everywhere.
Yeah. Motivational posters.
Yeah, totally, exactly. Dream as if you will live forever, live as if you will die today. James
Wow.
in. It's like, oh man, I love it.
Oh, this was how long ago was this?
Dude, it was actually this one is I love this. I really love this assignment.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
was like 8 years. Actually, I can see the
Oh yeah.
where is this
2015.
2018,
Oh,
5 years ago. Not that much,
Wow.
but yeah, man. So this is this was like look at this. This is
Wow.
the T shark.
Yeah, the T shark. I would be very worried if I see this in the sea.
Oh, this is so cool, man. This is so actually, I don't know if you remember a page called Word 1000.
No, I can't recall that one.
It is
Sorry.
a website for Photoshop contests and that stuff.
Hmm.
I used to contest on a lot of those contests as well.
Oh man.
And I loved it. I love it, man. I love to do a lot of designs as well in Photoshop. I don't I change it.
I can
Man, this is really cool.
I can somehow see the origins of the Onric plugin in your shots here, in your images here, because you tend to have this
Yes,
love for glowing objects. The
exactly, man.
contrast, the
This
luminosity.
one, this
Yeah.
kind of glows. I always in my work, I used to do them always in every work. So when I understand that I can program it, I have to do something about it.
Hmm. So that's when the plan for Onric started as well.
Yeah, 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 yeah. This is when where Onir came from.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna show you guys the first version of Oniric. It's pretty it's pretty cool how it developed.
Sure.
If you go, for example, let me go to Behance. Where is okay
Oh,
here?
your T Rex improved a lot there.
Ish. Now the T-Rex has legs and it has some cannons.
Wow. Look at the T Rex, guys. It's so badass. Holy
This is
shit.
evolution, people.
Oh man. Oh, and this is a mishmash of stock images, I think.
Yeah, actually, all of these are with stock images. I did this for a contest, actually, from high school, Dino Challenge. and you can find a lot of challenges there as well. In high school, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool platform. It's from some friends from Brazil, and they teach a lot. If you want to learn a lot about art, a lot of Photoshop, photography, and CGI as well.
Yep.
On high school has really cool courses
On high school. Let me
that you
put it
can.
in
Yeah,
the chat.
it's amazing, man. Where is okay,
School.com.
here are the projects. You can see there's a lot of CGI, a lot of retouching, a lot of 2D illustration, digital painting. So you can learn a lot. They are growing really fast, and they have really, oh man, the projects and the way they teach. It's pretty cool, man. You can, for
Yeah.
example, here I have one here. Remember this composition?
Oh yes, the Black Widow.
Yeah, this is a project that I have here. So I show people how you can create this composition and all the topics, all the classes. So if you wanna go, yeah, let me show. Do you want me to share it in the chat?
Oh, I actually typed it out for them already.
Okay,
There you go.
yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, man. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool site if you wanna go there.
Yep.
And what? Yeah, the Dino challenge was made for there as well.
I
for
see.
for a one challenge. I didn't won. I think I didn't won, but it was pretty fun to do because, oh man, I had to do everything from zero with only stock pictures, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it,
Yeah.
and yeah, man, it's just doing things for fun without expecting nothing. I think that is when the magic happens, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, totally. I mean, so I wanted to show you the evolution of Oniric
Yep.
because, for example, you see this is a UI, how it started, but this is the second version of the UI because the first one is just a script. This is now more like a panel in Photoshop, but it used to be a script only. Let me show you. Let me show you the script was.
This is like back when again when you first started out your first steps.
Yeah, actually this wasn't the first steps. It was like more advanced stuff. But yeah, this was like the beginning of Oniric. You can see how I tweak a lot
Oh yeah.
the design until it is what it is now. Because I went for a lot of feedback with friends, with a lot of people, with beta testers, and it's pretty cool that you can have feedback.
Yep.
And whenever you, man, if you are always open to feedback, you will improve everything.
Agreed. Definitely.
So, I mean, there's a lot of people. Sometimes I used to be that kind of person as well. That I was like, "Oh, you don't know nothing. I know everything. You can tell me what to do, how to do it." You know, it's like, man, so much ego. But once you pass that part and you become humble, and you become like open to be to receive teaching, to receive feedback, you can grow really fast.
That's true.
Yeah,
I think a lot of
feedback
us
is everything.
in the creative industry always started out with being egoistic, thinking that we are on top of everything, and in reality we're just this much.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
Totally, man. Okay, I have it here. Let me open Photoshop.
Sure. Dede actually said that your T-Rex image actually got you your job for the new Godzilla movie.
Oh, dude, yeah, totally. Thanks for reminding me, bro. Thanks, bro.
And was that your first big break? Because I see you've done a lot of accomplishments, including being a digital matte painter for Godzilla Kings of Monsters.
Yeah, man. That actually because of the T-Rex, because that T-Rex breakdown. Let me just show a little bit of the breakdown. Wait a second. I'm gonna share the screen again. The screen.
It's amazing how you didn't win the contest, but that actually landed you your job.
Dude, it's so amazing. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
So cool. I love that. I made a breakdown for, well, it is not a breakdown, it's a speed edit,
Yep.
so people can see the process. But yeah, this, when I was there's a event in here in Mexico called Pixelatl,
Hmm.
and it's a pretty big event about animation and video games. Is so cool, man. If you ever come to Mexico, I have to bring you to that event, bro. It's so cool. It's so, there's a lot of geek people like us, like,
Oh yeah.
it's so cool, man. And in that event, you can learn a lot. There's a lot of conferences about a lot of creative people, and I met a lot of really cool friends there as well.
Awesome.
And they are recruiting always people, for example, for VFX, for animation, for digital painting, etc., for studios. So there's a lot of studios recruiting people, recruiting new artists for there. So I show my portfolio and this spirit to the recruiter of one VFX studio in Mexico called All In VFX.
Hmm.
It's a world class studio that is from Mexico, and they work for a lot of movies. And actually, they have to make some matte paintings for the movie, and I was in charge of three matte paints for that, just because showing this work, So whatever you guys do, expose it on the internet, expose it everywhere, because you don't know who's watching you. You
Exactly.
know who is watching your work. So you can miss opportunities if you are afraid to show your your work out there. So
True. True.
yeah, totally, man. So I showed them my portfolio, showed them this spirit, and they were like, "Dude, this is exactly what we are looking for." And I was
Wow.
like, "No way," And by that time, it was 2 years ago, 2018, in August, September, and 2018. And wait a second, let me drink water.
Sure. Holy shit, you guys, are you seeing this? This is amazing. He's like taking stocks of tanks and artillery and fixing them onto a freaking T-Rex. Oh,
And the
this
best
is
of all,
amazing.
man, is that this is all experimentation, and I didn't start with a sketch, so I just let myself to go and play around with Photoshop. That's a
Wow.
pretty cool. That is what I like about Photoshop.
Yep.
You can play around and amazing things comes. It's so cool.
Oh yeah.
So
It's just amazing how you just went with the flow. You didn't think. You just do it. You know.
yeah, man. So it's it's two types of ways to creating. You can create a sketch from the beginning
Hmm.
and follow that sketch. But what I do most of the times, if not the 95% of the times, I do this way. I
Right.
just throw things in Photoshop and start playing around. All my pictures, a lot of them, like 90% of them, they are made like this, just about experimentation.
It's brilliant. And have you actually gone back, to your old works and apply what your Oneric plugin can do? Have you done that before?
Yeah, totally. Actually, with all my works, I have tried to apply on Unique.
Mm-hmm.
For example, this image, I had this project for Tecate. It
Mm-hmm.
was made for the calendar of 2017, I
Yep.
think.
Yep.
Yeah, I made all the composites. It was 12 composites, and actually, this has been the biggest project that I have been in my life.
Wow.
The biggest one, because I have to do, oh man, I had to do all the composites all by myself in 1 week.
1 week. Jeez.
1 week. I had 1 week to do all the composites, man. So I was there. I was actually in the set, like supervising the lighting and telling the photographer how I needed the light to compose all the images after this.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, for example, I have to supervise the lighting, and at the same time, I have to start to make the composites, in
Yep.
set because we don't have time.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
was like hurrying, like, okay, the light is good. I'm going back to the computer, and I'm go. If you need anything else, please let me know. Blah blah blah. So they start the shooting, and then when they change the concept, for example, to another goddess,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, "Hey Mario, we need to know how do you need the light because if they did the light wrong, it was going to be a pain in the ass in Photoshop, you know."
That's true.
So
Wow.
I was it was really difficult to be like both sides at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Normally this is made uh with studios, it's like you have the light supervisor, you have the blah 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 blah. But this time I did it all by my own. It was crazy, man. It was pretty crazy because it was pretty funny
Oh
because
Lord.
the client thought that I had a studio in Mexico, in actually in Guadalajara where I live.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing this in Mexico City. I had to travel there, but the client thought, the agency thought that I had a studio in Guadalajara with a lot of people doing the composites for me. So
So
it
didn't know that you
was,
were a one man army.
yeah, man. It
Oh wow.
was it was a really really big challenge for me, man,
Oh yeah.
because oh, man, I remember that I had my laptop for this project,
Mm-hmm.
and my laptop was good, but it was so much layers, and the size of the composite was really really big that we needed a stronger computer.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to rent a new computer, and I was working on the production company studio with a new computer because we couldn't I couldn't do this with my laptop anymore.
Oh
It
yeah.
was Dude, it was taking almost an hour to save every file,
Oh wow.
so it was
Ouch.
crazy. It was like, what the fuck, I can't work. Yeah, man, it was crazy.
I
But
can't
it was
imagine. Oh
Oh
wow.
man, it was amazing. It was a really cool project. I learned so much about retouching. About, for example, if you see this one,
Mm-hmm.
all the background was made with stock pictures. I needed to create it like I have to extend, for example, the stairs, and I have to make the whole scenario from zero and make it look like it was 3D. So it was a really really big challenge for me to make this look like kind of realistic.
Yeah. Did you like have an idea of how the entire series would look like in the first place, like storyboarding and things like that, before you actually execute them, or
Yeah, actually, we had a lot of sketches with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have like a pre-production on this. We have a lot of meetings about how the client wanted the composites or something like that. And we have the mood, we have the clothes, we have the scenarios, kind of the how they wanted the scenarios,
Yep.
but at the end the backgrounds were really different how they wanted. But
Mm-hmm.
for example, here they made a sketch like for the volcanoes and that stuff,
Yeah.
and the,
Brilliant.
the yeah, man. So they had, for this we went with sketches. Actually, it was really good because if we didn't have sketches for this, it
It'd be
was
tough.
going to be forever.
Yeah, because you have
Yeah,
no idea
man.
where to put your layout. I mean, like,
Exactly,
so
man.
many elements, guys. So many elements going into one single picture. I mean, the model is one thing. To have a communication with the photographer to get the lighting right so you can composite in the final image, it's amazing. You know, a lot
Yeah,
of
man.
work
It's
goes
it's
into it.
it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of work. But it's pretty cool because it was a really big team doing all of this. There was a lot of people in the clothing. There was a lot of people in the makeup, in the models, the photographer, the agency. The creative, the director, the art director, there was a lot of people about the artistic stuff, the
Yep.
pool. You know, they have to make a pool to have the girl the legs in the water, and it was pretty cool. For example, here, this shoot was really fun, bro. It was really fun because I don't know if you have seen a tutorial of Aaron Ace.
Oh yeah.
There's a tutorial that he uses like a ping pong ball
Uh-huh.
to reflect the light. I think he uses ping pong for this,
Pong ball.
but he uses like a flashlight, a flash, and he uses like a cone, and in the end of the cone he put a ping pong ball, so all the light is refracted through the ping pong ball, and you have like a really tiny source of light and that you can use. So I wanted to I wanted to try
Oh,
that.
that's a good idea. I'm gonna
The
try it
idea
my
here
sleep.
because I wanted the fire, you know, the yeah, the light of the fire
Yeah,
to
to be
be
on the
in the
hand.
hand of the hair. Exactly. So it was pretty fun because when I tried to explain this to the team, I was like, okay, I need you to put the I need you to put a ball, a ping pong ball, in the flash, so the flash can reflect the light in the ping pong ball, and the ping pong ball can be the light source. So blah 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 blah. So when I explained that, it was pretty fun because I was like, okay, I have to go back to the computer, but just do the shot and tell me when it's done, and I take the files and I'll start working on this composite. So when they was doing the shot, I was like, "Hey Mario, we did you in the set," and I was back in the set. What they did, they put they put just the ping pong ball in the hand of the girl, and the flash, like any, I don't know, it wasn't what I it wasn't doing. I don't. It was really weird, bro. Like, I was really. Oh man, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I laugh a lot. They were like, "Oh, we understand that you want to do this," and I was like, "No, this is really different. That I still." It was pretty fun.
So in the end, they did put a ping pong ball where it should be
Yeah, they just like she was just hanging the ping pong ball without an objective. You know, it's like that doesn't work. It's like why? You know,
Yeah. Well, if I were you, I'd be laughing non-stop. I couldn't continue either.
dude, I couldn't stop laughing for hours, man. It
Oh
was so
man,
fun, man.
so
But it's
brilliant.
pretty cool. It's a pretty cool story to tell. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
And this was all 3 years ago, 2017, was it?
Yeah. This is 2017.
2017?
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 years ago. Yeah,
Brilliant.
it's pretty cool. At the first, we bought CGI feathers, CGI wings, but they went for something more realistic.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, these wings costs like, in dollars they were like um almost what, $2,000 or something like that. Yeah, they cost the maid
Yep.
of the wings $2,000, something like that. And it was, wow, it was really amazing what they did with the work, man.
Yeah.
There was so much people involved here, a lot of people, man.
I can totally imagine. I mean, I just saw a glimpse of the setup with all the fishing lines just for the wings alone.
Yeah, man.
That's
And
crazy. That's crazy.
if you could see all the people behind the picture, it's so cool.
It's
man.
a big team,
they,
definitely.
they used to have a video, but they took it down. I don't know why. They took it down from YouTube. I don't know
Oh.
why. But they had a BTS
Mhm.
video, and I don't know. It was pretty cool to fun to watch, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing project, man.
Oh yeah. And I can see a lot of people are going like Focal Force saying amazing work, and Yon is like fantastic. This is just brilliant. I mean, your entire collection is insane. But just now you touched a little bit
Thanks,
about your old laptop. You know, being used to work on these set of images, and you had to rent another PC just to get the job done in 1 week, no less. That's insane.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I spent. I remember the first days.
Uh-huh.
It was Monday, Tuesday. From Monday to Tuesday, I just slept 30 minutes. And from Tuesday to Wednesday, no, from Wednesday to Thursday, I didn't slept. And from Thursday to Friday, I slept like 1 hour, something like that. It was, dude, it was physically exhausting.
Oh yeah.
It was really, really, really exhausting physically.
Were you like on
But
coffee all the way?
yeah, man,
Oh man.
I was, I don't know how I handled it, but it was really difficult
Yeah.
physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Man, it was really, really tough. But
And
I learned so much.
yep. And you were nominated to represent Mexico in the World Photography Club. So how did this happen? What do you have to do?
Well, there's I have really good friends here in Mexico that they do a contest.
Mhm.
There's actually the World Photography Cup is a cup, it's a real cup worldwide,
Mhm.
and every country can enter on that, but you have to have like a team or something like that.
Yep.
And first of all, they in Mexico, in any country, I think, but they first do like a country contest. So if you win the contest, you
You can
can,
go on world stage.
yeah, exactly. You can go after to represent your country. So I did two images. The first one that I show you, I want to show the screen again.
Sure.
This was the first one.
Oh.
And this is pretty funny, man. I want to tell you the story.
Oh.
This shot was made for fun as well.
Oh, what?
One day, this shot was made just for fun, just
Oh, for
experimenting in
fun.
Photoshop.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I was um, I was in a studio. I was working in a studio, and in that studio, um, one day I had to bring my camera and my flashes because we have to make some macro pictures of some lime
Mhm.
textures. So we had to have a macro lens, you know.
Yep.
So I remember that day I brought my actually my Canon T3i and some extension tubes, because if you don't know, guys, with extension tubes you can make macro photography for really cheap instead of buying a really expensive lens.
Oh
So
yeah.
I was just to show my friend how the macro works. He was like, oh, let me take you a picture of your eye. And yeah, I had that picture for years there in my my computer. And someday I was just playing around and finding some pictures to play with. And I found this picture and I started playing around with it, and just put the needle on it that I found in Google, and I named it like Fear.
Mm-hmm.
And this image was contesting. Yeah, contesting. Was contesting in the World Photography. Well, not in the World Photography Cup, but in the Mexico contest.
Mm-hmm.
And that one passed to contest to represent Mexico.
Yep.
The thing is that they just choose like very few. I think they choose from 18 pictures, from 18 images. They choose just only 3 on the end, because there's a lot of countries and there's a lot of images. So I just went for the 2 filters, and then the third one I didn't went through. But it was pretty cool. It was a really good experience, because again, I understood that if I do things for fun, everything comes. You know, it's like, man, if you do things for yourself, you do things for fun, that will represent yourself.
That's true.
And you can share that, and people will find value on it. If you try to copy, if you try to do things to please people, it's you people can find value on it, but it's not the same. It's not the same feeling. So it's not like unique. It is not like more that creative.
True, true. And just out of curiosity, um, what are your tools of choice when you make? I mean, we've seen definitely Photoshop, but what other hardware and software that you use to create your works?
Well, for software, if you see the look at this, let me share the screen.
Yep.
You all have seen already, but if you see the bar,
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of software here. I have, for example, Illustrator.
Mm-hmm.
I use a lot of Illustrator right now. I use it for the website and that stuff because I love to create icons. Actually, if I let me open Illustrator, I'll show you like all the icons that I did for the website as well because that is something that I really love,
Mm-hmm.
like designing like very fine things,
Yep.
like logotypes and icons or something like that. I love it, and actually I made like the whole icons that I use for my plugins that I use for the website. So
Iconography.
if you remember the lyric, here is a brush, and
Mm-hmm.
here is a eraser as well. This is the one that I use for the reset the mask,
Yep.
and this is for the merge the mask. I had some designs like this as well, but yeah, I use a lot of Illustrator,
So this is where all
and
the icons came from.
yeah, I love it. I really like to do this as well, man.
And you have
And
multiple versions of Photoshop as well. I can see at the bottom.
yeah, because I have to test the plugins in all the versions of Photoshop, because if I don't know if it doesn't work in some Photoshop and I didn't test it, it was going to be a pain in the ass with
Oh
the
yeah.
with the support in
True.
the company. So actually, there's not too much support to be done.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty cool because I plan it a lot how to make things before releasing products. Before releasing Planitic and that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I really plan how I wanted to work on software, what I have to do, what I shouldn't do in software to make it not doesn't work. So yeah, I tested in all the versions of Photoshop. Right now, I just tested on the. I actually I don't use CC 2017 anymore because now I just program the plugins to work from 2018
Mm-hmm.
and later
Yep.
because it is really stupid to create backwards.
That's true.
You always have to create forward, man.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
And
so everything is evolving. So I can't because there's a lot of people that tell me, "Oh, is Enric for CS6 for Photoshop CS6?" Like, man, that is a pretty
so long ago.
outdated
Yeah.
version of Photoshop. So yeah, so
You're right. You're definitely right. And I like that you also have other games. League of Legends, Blizzard, Steam as well.
yeah, totally,
Would you
man.
say
I
that
have Steam
games? Oh
here.
yeah. Would you
Huh?
say that games actually inspire you for your work? I mean, like somehow when I look at some of your glowing effects, it kind of reminds me of what I see in Blizzard's StarCraft, for example. Some of the scenes, the ideas, is kind of like inspired from. Would you say that?
Yeah, totally. It's from a Stark. If you see you've seen League of Legends,
Oh yeah, League of Legends.
League of Legends.
For those
If you
watching at
League of
home.
Legends, man, all the screen splash screens, splash art.
Yep.
If you see all the splash arts from League of Legends, man,
Awesome.
all of them, I love them. And the lighting.
Yep.
Actually, in one course that I have in Domestika, do you know Domestika?
No, not really. Sorry.
Okay, Domestika, it's a platform from an internet that they have a lot of courses about compositing, photography, and that stuff. Actually, I'm gonna share with you the link.
Hmm.
Domestika. Wait a second. Okay, here. So you, there you go. That's the course that I have,
You need to
and
share screen again, bro.
let me share it. Wait a second. Okay,
Yep.
okay, share it. Okay, I share with you the link so you can share it in Twitch, and let me show people. Okay, this is a course that I have in Domestica. This is a composite that we do in the course.
It's on Facebook.
So I show the users how to make this from zero. This was before I released Soneric, so I didn't use Soneric on this. But it's pretty cool because I teach a lot of really cool integration stuff, color grading, visual effects, and a lot of retouching, like these effects on the wall. So it's pretty cool. Actually, you can see here the behind the
Wow.
scenes. This is a real cosplay, man. Man, this guy. There's
Is it a Fire of Us
there's a
Legion?
group of people.
Fire of
Huh?
Us Legion, I think. Is it?
Is
Is he
what?
from the Fire of Us Legion as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh man, you know what? This is
The,
this is amazing because I have a similar photo taken with a Darth Vader for my own photo shoot, with this almost similar pose where where he's choking
no
me instead.
way.
Yeah, I'll show you one day because I
Okay.
love Star Wars as well, and I've done with two different cosplayers who did Darth Vader costume. In fact, I wore the costume
Wow.
before for digital dinner and dance. My God, it is no joke. That costume is hot to wear. It's real leather.
Wow,
It's not
man.
fun.
You have to show me that.
I will. I will. It's lovely.
Man, these guys, the Legion 51, they have really good, well-made costumes.
Oh
Actually,
yes.
I think they have been hired for Star Wars movies
Yep.
because
I think Mandalorian. They hired some of the Fire First members for the Stormtroopers. Yeah,
yeah.
they did. They did.
Because it's so cool,
Oh
man.
man,
Because
we gotta
it's
talk more
very
about Star Wars.
yeah. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
And it's so
you
cool,
know,
man.
it's
They're really
just
cool people.
yeah. It's just amazing how you translated a cosplay, and I realized that you do a few cosplay shoots as well. You know, and I think for those viewers at home, this is look at that. There's Ray and things like that. I think it was Ray. I chanced upon the image of Ray first, and then I was like trying to figure
There's
out
one.
Ray as in Star Wars. I think not this one.
Oh.
There's another one. I can't recall which one, but I think she's holding the lightsaber vertically.
Oh yeah, the new one, this
The
one.
new one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one. I saw this
Yeah.
somewhere. I think it was on Facebook. Someone was sharing it. And I was like, holy shit, that's the kind of glow I was looking for. Because I do a lot of
Wow.
cosplay shoots with Star Wars before, and normally I just put layer, outer glow, and that was it. I call it a day. But it wasn't, there was no impact. There's no it doesn't have that feel, that texture that I was looking for. And then I chanced upon this image, and I was like, try and figure out how the hell do you do it. So I tried to replicate it, and I couldn't. And I realized that it if I had something else, it might just bring that glow more realistically. And then I dug around and I found Onric.
Actually, the glow from the saber was made with Oniric.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me show you guys the file, the Photoshop file.
Yep. Yeah, Onric totally changed the way I did my shoots, and I've got one ongoing project which I was supposed to give back to the client way before, but because of Onric, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna redo everything. So I told her, could you just if
Yeah,
you don't
wait a
mind.
second. I'm looking for the file.
Yep.
Bro, that is so cool.
It is. I love your plugin. It's really amazing. And guys, if you're watching this right now, that plugin that I have, the Onric plugin, he didn't give it to me free. I bought it because I love it. I didn't know him
And
personally
I
back then.
appreciate it a lot, man.
Yeah. It's really awesome. It's really awesome. And for those who are watching at home right now, stay tuned until the end because you will have an opportunity to win one copy. One lucky guy or gal will be able to win a copy of Onric plugin. It's really changed your life. Trust me on this. It's amazing.
Okay, let me share it.
Yep.
Okay. Do you see it now?
Oh yeah. Look
Okay.
at that, guys. Look at that. Look at the
So
difference.
let
Brilliant.
me just. Okay.
Oh yes.
So this is a glow layer. No, which one? Which one is it? I have a lot of glow layers here. This one. Yeah. So this. Look at the difference.
Yep. Exactly.
These 3 layers were made with Oniric.
You know, the thing about Honoric is that it makes the glow realistic. There's actually depth. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. There was depth. Compared to using the defect, that I would say almost defective looking outer glow that Photoshop has in the vanilla version, it doesn't have the same feel. It feels like, you know, it's totally fake. So that's the
Yeah.
main difference.
Like the other glow, right?
Yeah, the outer glow, it just feels so fake. You know.
If you see, for example, if you use commit window extensions, no, it's window characters. Yeah, I was really trying to achieve a natural look because the same, you know, I didn't have something like a tool that can do like realistic glows because I was doing it manually.
Yep.
But I was like, what if I could do a tool and just tweaking one slider can change the whole look of the glow in just 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, you know? So that's what I made on Eric. So if you use, for example, the other glow of Photoshop,
Yeah, that's the one.
glow, so we all have used it, you know? It's pretty cool, but it's just a blur, you know? It's just one blur, and that's all. You can have it here. I can change the color as well, maybe color dodge normal, you know? So it's cool, but the problem here is that the glow here, it is not physically accurate, because in real life we have something called, and we as photographers know, it is something called the inverse square law.
Yeah.
Right? That's the way how the light fall off.
Yes.
So
correct.
in real life, the glow does the same. The glowing thing's not the same. So you can do this in Photoshop. So that's why Oniric can do that. Because if you use Oniric, you just don't have only the fall off of the light, but you also have like a really natural gradient. For example, you can go from orange to yellow, you know, from blue to cyan, you know. So that's pretty cool. That's something that I wanted to achieve with Oniric.
Yep.
So having this kind of glows, and for example, if you see right now, whenever you open Oniric and it works in 8-bit, that's why you can see the banding, right? Oops, you can see the banding here.
Yep.
But whenever you hit save, what it does, it renders the glow again, and it renders in 16-bit, so the banding is not there anymore, you know.
Brilliant.
So what I'm trying to work now with what I've learned, it is to bring Oniric and do it in real time, because right now I learned how to make things work with the GPU. Dude, it's so amazing what you can do with the GPU. So cool. The power of this is just amazing, man. The way, for example, I don't know, if you see the Gaussian blur here, it is not real time. And whenever you for example, if I click,
it doesn't grow. You have to
yeah, it is not real time. It just takes like 1-2 seconds to do the change, you know. But what I did with the new engine that I wrote, I developed like a little engine for my new plugins. It uses OpenGL, so it is GPU accelerated, and it's so fast, man. You can see these kind of effects in real time.
When can we expect that to be out?
I don't know. I'm working in a new plugin, the one that you saw in the beginning. I will show you but I can show you here because there's always spies everywhere.
Oh yeah, secret stuff. Okay. Shh.
Yeah. So and the best of all is that if I like to tease a lot. If as you can see, I like to tease a lot.
Yep.
So, but I don't want
Reveal
to
too much.
show people something that is not very solid.
That's true.
Yeah, so I will
Understood.
show people this
When it's
whenever
ready.
it's more like something more finished, more polished.
Yep.
But I will show you after the stream,
Sure.
the
Sure.
secret the
Sure.
secret one.
I will keep it a secret. The
Yeah,
conversation is gonna
but it's
happen.
it's amazing. It's
Never gonna
amazing
happen.
what you can do with the. Is where's let me show you something.
Yep. We've
Um,
got people coming in still. Michelle, hi, nice to see you. Welcome to the channel. Funko
welcome, Michelle.
Fox, I only shoot cosplayers. They are so creative. That's true. I love shooting cosplayers. They are really fun. It's just that recently I haven't had the time to shoot. Yeah, actually, I want to show the audience at home the trailer for Honoric, if you don't mind. I think it's really exciting
Please.
to let them understand further what is at stake for today's episode as well. All right, so let's take a look.
Okay. Woo!
Oh, that was awesome. That was really awesome. That was the trailer that changed my mind, or rather made my mind up to actually get a plugin. I was like, oh, I saw the array. I was like, so good. Then after that, I saw I started following around. I was like, oh, Composite Nation, what's this about? Then after that, I was like clicking and clicking and clicking. And I saw the trailer, like, okay, buying. I mean, like, it's a total game changer what you've done. I mean, like, the best part is you were inspired. You just shared recently, how you're inspired to make the glow a lot more realistic. I mean, like, as photographers, we understand the inverse square law. You know that at the end of the day, light doesn't fall off like what afterglow does. You know that looks so fake. Like I said, it looks really unreal. It's there's no depth to it. There's no texture. There's no feel. So when you actually created Onric and I tried it, I was like, oh man, this is it. This plugin understands photography. This plugin understands how light works, and that's just the way it is. You know, that's how it looks more realistic. And the beautiful part about Onric that I feel, okay, this you're not. He did not pay me to say this. Alright, I love non-destructive workflow. Alright, because right from the start, I've always advocated the idea of working in a non-destructive workflow. You do not want to work on flattened images because once you go there, if you make mistakes, you can't fall back. So in terms of glows here, it just works such that you're still working in a non-destructive workflow. You can transfer it in and out. You can turn it on and off. You can even oh, it didn't work, so I'm going to change the colors, like what the lightsaber was capable of. And this actually opens up a lot of avenues for explorations and downplaying mistakes, because sometimes it's all about experimentations, like doing things for fun and all that, and it just works brilliant. And I'm just curious because I saw taskbar there was a copy of Capture One.
Yeah, yeah.
And I use Capture
Yeah.
One extensively as well. Is there any possibility of incorporating this plugin into the raw file editor like Capture One?
Um, by the moment, yeah, the possibility is there,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Totally. It is possible. Of course, it is possible, but I have to learn how to create plugins for Capture One. Are there plugins for Capture One?
Yes, as of Capture One 12, they actually allowed plugins, third-party plugins, to work with the software. And I think right now there is a growing number of plugins for Capture One, but I think I personally feel there could be more. I really think that OnRig should be part of it. I think it's really awesome.
Wow, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. The day that when I evolve only to the real time one,
Hmm.
I totally can migrate that to any software. It
Oh
can be,
wow.
for example, to Adobe Affinity, to Affinity Photo as well, to Lightroom as well.
Hmm.
It could be
Yep.
full. It could be as well a standalone software as well.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow. That's gonna be massive.
yeah, I mean it's gonna be only 2.0.
Oh, okay. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to
Only
that.
this summer.
Yeah. You gotta do the movie voice and do it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. And you actually, one of the things that that is the mainstay of a lot of creatives out there these days is to actually have a follow up community, or even a community of I would say followers, but I would say a community of learners. And you've
Hmm.
actually started a group for composite called Composite Nation on
Yeah.
Facebook. Um, this is also, of course, beneficial for you as a developer, because that's where you can get feedback and see how people try the software, and then try on their own implementing it on their own images and things like that. But more so, I think, apart from having the community build up on Facebook through social media, you have also contributed back to the community by writing and running workshops. You've written articles for Photoshop Creative Magazine, Flern, DIY Photography, F-Stoppers, Retouches, Petapixel, the full blow. Sorry, I can never pronounce this right. A flowographer.
Me neither. Me neither.
It's so difficult to pronounce that word. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know.
And many more. Um, how has this community, as of now, in both ways, whether you are giving to them or receiving from them, has actually shaped you further as a creative?
It has helped a lot, man, because it gets you like more exposure out there,
Mm-hmm.
as an artist and as a product developer as well. It helps a lot. For example, whenever I do some interview for an article or something like that, it's something that I really like about it is that it is an opportunity for myself to listen myself,
Mm-hmm.
to see the way I see myself,
Yep.
to to congratulate myself for my achievements, because sometimes I'm really tough with myself. That I'm not good enough, and I compare myself a lot with a lot of artists. So I really appreciate when people ask me those questions, that how you start and what you do like the most and blah blah blah, because I can hear myself, I can see myself from another perspective, from something more positive, and I
Yep.
really love it. I really like it. I really like it.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
And
man.
and I guess, at the end of the day, it's like you're taking ownership of your own self validation. You understand where you came from further. It's kind of interesting, like what you mentioned just now. When people try to understand about your origin story, like where you came from and things like that. And when you hear yourself say it, you realize that, oh damn, I have actually come from very far. The journey has been very long. It's just you don't realize it. And I think as
Yes.
creatives, it's always important to remember the origin, where you came from, because you wouldn't know the track of time until you actually lay it down and realize that
Mm-hmm.
it has been 10 years. You don't realize it.
Totally.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I'm
and
totally
uh,
agree.
and you also run workshops as well as master classes around different cities. You being a professional compositing instructor at Domestica and High School and FortiG as well. Um, why do you run workshops?
First of all, because people asks for them.
Mm-hmm.
People wanted to know, like, how I work, my workflow. So I love sharing. I really love sharing. It's the more you share, the more you learn.
Hmm.
So I really love sharing, man. And yeah, man. I hope. I don't know. I haven't made any like worldwide workshop.
Hmm.
I just have made workshops here in my country. But if I have the opportunity to go out there, to make workshop, I don't know. I no today we can do it, right, because the
Yeah.
pandemic, the
Pandemic. Yeah.
pandemic stuff. But I hope this ends soon.
Hmm.
And if I have the opportunity, I will definitely do it because I love to. You don't know how much I have learned from the students that I have had. It's so much, man, so much value because it's another perspective of the problem,
Exactly.
And whenever you have another perspective of the problem, you have I know, a lot of creative doors open. So I
Exactly.
love it. I love to share, man.
And you're right. I totally agree with you because the internet has brought globalization to a next level. I mean, that's where we discover each other's works, even though we are like so many miles away from each other. Um, like for example, in Mexico, I've discovered a few other artists as well. This photographer called Felix Alejandro Hernandez. I'm not sure if you heard of him as well.
He's my friend.
He's a
He's
friend.
really good friend of mine. Actually,
Oh
actually,
man.
dude, I met him. You,
Uh huh.
you you should interview him. I will introduce you to
Oh,
him.
I would love to. He's actually my friend's list. He's pretty much on the pipeline actually. I haven't spoken to him
Ah,
only. Yeah,
spot on, man.
love
I
his
met
works.
him, but dude, he's so good. I love his. Oh man, I
His
love his hard work.
yeah.
He is he put so much hard work on things, and he's very detailed, very
Oh
perfectionist,
yeah.
and I love that, and
Yep.
really love
Yep.
that.
For those of you guys who are
He's
wondering who I'm talking about, I'm talking about a toy photographer who is very famous for his DeLorean and Ecto One shots, and now he's trying out a lot of practical art. It's amazing, and that's the thing about the internet. You meet people, and I think if you were to be able to travel again and do your workshops overseas, um, you might meet very interesting people out there as well. It'll be quite interesting. Ah, there we go. That's him. Love his works. He brings toy photography to the next level. This guy's crazy. And you know what? I love his elephant shot, the one in the heart shape, and that was actually practical work. He actually crafted everything. Yeah, this guy's insane.
yeah, man. He makes everything in this. He tried to use the less Photoshop possible because he loves to make like practical effects. That's
Yep,
so cool, man.
yep, yep.
You know,
The
he's like the opposite of me. I do everything in Photoshop, and he does everything in production. So
mm,
I really admire Felix because of this.
yeah, which brings to mind the next question I have actually because a lot of people they are into um, I don't know if the word exists. Purism. They're just being purists. They love everything to be
Oh,
practical.
purist. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So coming from the background of a digital artist, in your case, when do you feel is photo manipulation or image manipulation far too much?
That's a strong question because a lot of photographers fight because of that. Like, oh,
Exactly.
that is too much Photoshop, and I was like, yeah, I know, I like to use Photoshop, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's like I don't know. It's for me. I don't give up
Yeah.
how much Photoshop is used,
Mhm.
because I like to use a lot of Photoshop, but make it look good, make it look realistic. Because
Yep.
you can use thousand and thousand of layers of Photoshop, and you can make it look bad, like over Photoshopped,
Mhm.
or you can make it look really cool, and the Photoshop is not. No one noticed that it has Photoshop, So
Exactly.
that is what something that I really like, that you can trick people, you can cross that line that people can't um, say what is Photoshop and what is not Photoshop. I really like about that Photoshop, so
Mm.
I always try to achieve that impression in people. Yeah.
Awesome.
with my works. Yeah.
So I myself have come across that kind of conversation. They go like, that's too much Photoshop, man. So it's not a photo. I'm like, I can do it.
Well, actually, whenever you create a photo, it isn't a photo anymore. You know, it is just an array of pixels.
Exactly.
So, man, it's just people who doesn't know how to use Photoshop, people who doesn't know what you can do Photoshop, or they are limited because they don't want to learn, are those the ones who fight against that, you know?
Yep.
Because if they knew how Photoshop works, how the work that you put to create that, they will they will find value on it instead of having envy of it, you know.
True.
Always you can see it always whenever someone makes a criticism of something, they have envy of them. It is pure envy, man.
That's true.
You can have positive criticism, that is called feedback. But if someone is like, oh, that image doesn't the photography, is because deep inside they are trying to tell you, I don't know how to do it, I don't know how you do it, and I admire you because of that. You know, actually envy, it's admiration, but dressed in a different way, you know.
True. Wow. Never
Yeah.
thought of it that way, but this is a brilliant quote. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And you know what? Speaking of origins, just now we talk about origins and how you look at the original state of the images and things like that. You've also released a very interesting plugin recently during the pandemic. And I guess during the pandemic you want to connect with fellow photographers again or something like that, and try to come up with a solution that helps them to explain their concepts better. And I think this new plugin, it's very interesting. To be honest, I didn't expect the plugin to be released, and I saw it. I was like, oh wow, this is another one. This is on my shopping cart. So I'm gonna play the trailer now to let people understand what BreakGen does. So
Okay.
guys at home, stand by. Wow. You have a knack for making Hollywood-style trailers for your plugins.
Man, I love it.
Love it.
That's
love
what I love to do there this summer.
Yeah, coming soon.
Coming soon.
and this plugin, did you make it during this period, this pandemic, or was it something that's in the pipeline for quite some time?
It was made before Onirik.
Oh, really? Wow, but it was released only now.
Yeah, I used to have it as a script before, and when I released Onirik, it was like, I should make this like a plugin and share it with people,
Yep.
because this can help people as well. So yeah, I just migrate all the code and I created like a plugin, a Photoshop extension. And yeah, man, it was created before Onirik. It was actually when I started scripting, when I started to learn scripting, it was the first thing that I did.
Wow.
Yeah, so it has like 1.5 years old.
And but somehow you only package it into something very sexy, and this is the release. It's brilliant.
Exactly.
Yeah, because all along, I've seen people like what you've shared on your Behance as well as on your various websites previously, how you came to come up with these images. And normally people do it like click layer, screenshot, click layer, screenshot, click layer, screenshot, and it was a very tedious process. I mean, I've done it. A lot of other photographers have done it before. I think Clinton Lofthouse as well has done a few gifs of how it came to create its composites. Rain Robin as well, and I've always been hoping that someone will come up with a recording software that will understand the breakdowns easier, and it happened. You made it. You totally made it. That was amazing. And the idea to actually plug, I mean, you did share that you will love sharing and want to have this plugin out in a while, but was it because there were people who were asking for it, there was a demand for it, that you decided to release this plugin through your various communities?
There was a lot of people asking me how did I made all the breakdowns.
Mm.
There was a lot of people asking every time that I post a breakdown. At least one people like, oh, how you do it. So I wanted to make it plugin because um yeah, I mean it's something that is pretty useful for me. I used to do it manually,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, like one layer by one layer.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean I think it's pretty useful because you can spend more time in the creative side instead of trying to. There's a lot of people that doesn't do the breakdown
Mm-hmm.
because or they are lazy. As me, I'm lazy as well. We as a programmers are lazy, so of course. But or they are lazy or they don't know how to do it. There's a lot of tutorials actually in YouTube how to make um, these breakdowns.
Yep.
But if you can automate that, it's so cool, man, because you spend instead of spending 15-20 minutes doing it, you can spend less than a minute, just
Yep.
clicking one button. So
Exactly.
so I like that, man.
It's just more convenient, and you packaging it in such a sleek manner. Oh man, it's just so easy to use. And that's the thing I like about your plugins. It doesn't take rocket science to figure it out. It's so easy to just get into it. I mean, I'll be the first to be honest about this. To share with you. That I've not seen the tutorials at all how to use OnRig, but I was just trying it out and I figured it out is on my own. I mean, of course, it's not to the best of what it could possibly do, but that means it's an easy to use software, and I probably will be able to do more once I look at the tutorials. And for those of you guys watching at home, again, if you want to try the plugin, you can do so. Or if you want to figure out more about what a plugin can do, you can do so at Composite Nation's website. But again, lucky for you guys today, we're actually going to do a draw later on. So I'm going to get Mario to actually pick a winner within the next few minutes. But we're going to wrap up with some last few questions first before we get into that. Okay, so big question. Which photographer do you hope to work with someday?
Interesting. There's a lot of really cool photographers out there, man, and man, there's one photographer that inspired me a lot. Do you know Tim Tadder?
Oh yeah.
I think that is one of the photographers that I would like to work with because
Are you able to
I don't
contact
know,
him
man.
directly?
Huh?
Are you able to contact him directly?
Am I what? Am I what?
Able to contact the person, the team directly?
I don't know. I haven't.
No.
I don't know. Sometime I wrote him through Behance, but he didn't reply never.
Oh, maybe someday.
And actually, it was really fun, man, because he did the calendar from 2018, no, from 2015, I think.
Yep.
He did the zodiac one, and I was pretty amazed by that. I was really impressed and inspired by that. And when I had the opportunity to create the calendar of the next years, I was like, you know, it was amazing, man.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's one of the coolest guys that I see.
Awesome. Okay,
I love
so
to.
this is how we're gonna do the draw.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna get people to say something in the chat window, and you are not allowed to see what they are saying. Or rather, you can't see the chat window. You're gonna like close your secondary display. Okay, yeah, you're gonna look away,
Okay. Okay.
and you're
Okay.
gonna
Okay.
choose a random number from a certain number to a certain number, and I think that's the
Okay.
most fair way to do it. Okay, so guys, if you're watching this right now, what you have to do is just follow whatever I'm typing in the chat window now. Okay, and type it in right now if you want to have a shot at winning a copy of Onric plugin, and you have exactly 1 minute to do so. So in that 1 minute, your time starts now. Okay, so for example, I already put out an example here. I'm not gonna tell our friend here what the thing's gonna be. Mario's not gonna know how we're gonna do this, but after that I'm just gonna choose some numbers. Okay, so chat window, go ahead, type down the same format. I am so and so, and I am from wherever. Okay, then after that I'll just choose a number and hopefully you'll win. Chat window in the Twitch, not anyone else.
Me.
Oh no, not you. The folks at home. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to start responding. Actually, I think that's a bit
Okay.
like. Dede says he'll love to see Ilya Nudia and you collaborate, Mario.
Who?
Ilya Nudia.
Oh, dude, that guy is amazing. Actually, that one is one of the photographers that I would like to work as well. Do you know Ilya Nodia?
Oh no, not yet. But
He's a Russian photographer. He's amazing, man.
Oh no.
What is happening?
You don't quote my name. Your own name. Okay, let me retype the template. So
Okay.
okay, so I'm telling the participants they are supposed to say I am so and so their name and I am from which country. So I give an example. I am Izami and I am from Singapore, and someone actually copy and paste the whole thing. So yeah, Chris, and you're gonna have to try again, and I'll choose a number. Okay, so I'm actually populating the number. Let's see. As the numbers come in, I'll just choose, and then after that, I'll get Mario to choose a number that he likes.
Okay.
Okay.
From which number to which number?
They've got about 30 more seconds if they want to win. Okay, actually my timer just disappeared.
Okay.
There we go. 7. Okay, about 3
I have a surprise for you.
Sorry?
I have a surprise for you.
You have a surprise for me?
Yeah.
Oh, for me, not for the audience.
For you as well.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Let's get to that later. Christian. Bloody hell, Didi. Love that. So there are people watching and they're keeping quiet. So now they are more alive now. Okay, let me just count and make sure I got it right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so closing. I'm just gonna extend the time because I see that some people are still typing. 10 more seconds before we close.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
3, 2, 1. Okay, Dede, I'm gonna have to pull you out because you already own both Onric and Breakgen. Well done. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, Mario, pick a number.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. 3.
3. Congratulations to Yon ZZZ from Singapore. Well done. Congratulations, you are a winner for a copy of Onric.
Woo!
Well done. Yeah, that's what for you USD $119. Well done. Congratulations.
Nice, man. Congratulations.
Yep. So that was a very simple giveaway.
But it was cool. It's good that people wanna participate on it.
Oh yes. And for Yon to reach out to you, how do I get him to reach out to you directly, Mario?
Oh, just John, just send me your email,
Oh yes.
or yeah, or you can let me wait. You can write an email to contact dot compositenation.com.
Contact.compositenation.
Yep.
Oh sorry, contact at Composite Nation, right?
Yeah, contact at, yeah.
Okay. There we go. That's the email address.
Yeah.
Contact at compositenation.com. Let them know that
Yeah.
you won this copy of Honoric plugin on the Amazing Live show. So congratulations once again, Yon ZZZ from Singapore. Yeah. So for
Congratulations, John.
it's okay. Don't feel sad. I see some people like putting the sad emoticon. It's all right. Just follow and subscribe to this channel. So we do have other giveaways in the future. Hopefully, your luck could be better next time, because we do plan. I mean, I do plan to have more things to give away. Maybe like how we did in the past. We have Capture One copies to give away. We have what else did I give away? An ASO monitor. Some guy actually
What?
bought an ASO monitor. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, can you believe it? One guy watched this show, answered a simple quiz, won in a lucky draw a brand new ASO FlexScan monitor. Bloody hell.
Wow.
To be honest, I was quite jealous of the winner myself. Yeah, Dede says I need to bring Mario back again soon. Yes, of course. I think the next time will be more fun. I am thinking of a better time zone, because I think to have him come back at about 5 a.m. again or 4 a.m. is insane. So I'm thinking actually shifting my Saturday show to 8 p.m. on a Friday evening. I think next time we'll see how it goes, because right now I do have my August already planned out. Maybe September onwards it will all be changed. Right, so Mario, parting words.
Yep.
Any advice to the audience, to those aspiring to become professionals like yourself?
I think, well, and it will be an advice that I will give to myself as well. It's like, believe in you're always in yourself. I know it's a cliche, but I think it's really important, because we are sometimes compare ourselves with people, and we should compare with others, but in a positive way,
That's
because I found something really, really amazing in my way of feeling, in my connection with art. That is that whenever I am creating, I feel inspired by others. Whenever I'm not creating, I feel envy from others. So yeah, man, it's pretty tough thing, because there's times that I'm not creating. I spend a lot of times without creating, because I'm afraid. I'm afraid to fail. I'm afraid to show the work, to expose the work. So what happens? I compare myself to others, and I start to feel envy, because other people are confident enough. Other people, I feel they are better than me, and that stuff. So it's like a negative pattern that it's like a domino. So if I keep myself creating, believing in myself, and telling me like positive stuff, I always will look to things like positively. I will compare myself positively with people, and I will feel inspired from others.
Yep.
The opposite is I will feel bad, I won't create anything, and I will feel envy and that stuff. So if you are feeling envy from others, is because maybe is because you are not creating, or you are not feeling like what you are doing is what you can do in 100%, and you are not letting yourself express the 100% of yourself. So just be yourself, and don't try to copy anyone. It's like, if you wanna, don't try to be unique, don't try too hard, just have fun with it, and everything will come with that. Just do what you love, and do it for yourself. Everything will come, actually abundance as well. So yeah, I mean, I think that's the most important thing. Do it for yourself. Love yourself.
Right here. Feel right here. Right here. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, Mario, thank you so much for joining me in the show. I will speak to you after the stream, so I'm just gonna put you on mute again and put you on the other screen for a while, and I'll just do the closing for the show, yeah?
Yeah, no problem, man.
Okay, awesome. Alright. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to Mario for joining us this evening. Alright. Okay, on 3.
Okay, thank you guys. See you.
Okay. Alright, guys. Now, as always, it's good to have a closure for the next show. I will share with you guys what's going to happen in a bit on what's going to happen in the upcoming episode of the Amazing Life Show. So right now, just another call out. For those of you guys watching at home, if you guys want to, you can actually head over to my Razor Tip stream to show some support for the stream. And of course, what you can do as well is actually, redeem some Razor Silver if you want, if you have accumulated enough. Oh wow, what's wrong with my voice suddenly? Accumulated enough so you can get all this wonderful Razor epic gear and loot. Alternatively, you can actually just hit the follow or subscribe button in the top right hand. I think it's subscribe now at the bottom. I think they shifted it. Yeah, so do that as well to show support for the stream, so at least the next time I come on live, you'll be able to tell and join us at the next session. And of course, for those of you guys who are watching right now, you can actually get a copy of On-Rig on your own at the compositenation.com website. You can also check out some of your other stuff as well. I'm gonna put the link here in the chat window as well. This is where you can actually find out more about the software and how it can help you as a visual or digital artist. Okay, so they have BrickGen as well as On-Rig now. Do check them out. They are really awesome plugins. And for those of you guys who have Instagram, do hit Mario's Instagram here. The URL is over here as well. He's got some really awesome stuff, as well as updates. And check out his Pikachu. I know Dede, you wanted me to show the Pikachu earlier, but I was reserving it for the end. I just love Pikachu. Look at that, man. It's and I've seen the breakdown here. It's insane. It was actually a real hamster. Somehow he found some stock images of the fur and all the other stuff and just put them all together with a Pokeball and applied On-Rig to it. It just looks amazing. Yeah, it is one of my favorite images as well. I love it. Totally love it. Now, of course, for those of you guys who are excited about this, I know you've seen this before, but Lilian Liu is coming onto the show as well this coming Tuesday on the 4th of August 2020 at 8 PM Singapore time. For those of you guys on the other side of the planet, it could be around, I think, 8 AM maybe. Do join us as well. She's coming in live with us all the way from Vancouver, Canada as well. Her works are brilliant, and I understand from her, as well as from the Composite Nations trailer, this image by Lilian Liu was actually done with the On-Rig plugin as well. So do check it out as well. Okay, so I'll see you guys on Tuesday at 4th of August 2020 at 8 PM Singapore time. That's plus 8 GMT. And the next time you come on to the show, there's some more. Just come on the show. I want to say something, but then I forget it. Cancel. Alright, so I can't wait to see you guys on the next episode of the Amazing Life Show. Till then, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation.
On 3, 1, 2.